What would this announcement be without some Springboks in the house? And we have representation from both the men's and women's team. We have got Bomb Squad, Stephen Kitsov joining us here this morning, as well as Vaina Obisi. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's awesome to be here. It's an awesome partnership as well, like Coca-Cola and Springboks. Match made in heaven. It
is a match made in heaven, according to what I'm hearing around here. Now, Stephen, I'll come back to you a bit later. Let's ladies first. Vaina, from your point of view, when you heard that there's this partnership between Coca-Cola South Africa and the South African Rugby Union, for you as a woman in sports and a woman in rugby, what does this mean for you?
I am very excited, to be honest. This collaboration means a lot to me, as it signifies recognition and support for the women in rugby, highlighting the importance of inclusivity and equal opportunity in sports. I'm excited as it will not only provide us with more resources, but much needed visibility, which is crucial for our development and success.
And just helping in closing that visibility gap. I know it's a major thing for women in sports, and now you get to have that as part of the Springboks women team. Let's speak to you, Stephen. First up, we hope that injury recovery is going well in your end.
Yeah, no, operation was a huge success. So yeah, just taking my time to get back and get fitness back up again.
Oh well, good luck to you. You speak about this match made in heaven. Tell us more about what this means for you as someone who's been, you've been part of the Springboks team, you've been part of national team for a very, very long time, from your younger years until now.
Yeah, I think even back then when Coca-Cola was involved with like Cravenviek and Youth Week, so there's always been a big support from their side to youth rugby in South Africa, and I think this partnership between Coke and SA Rugby means a lot as it goes through from women's rugby sevens, under 20s, Springboks. I think it creates a lot of opportunity for young guys to stay in South Africa and keep playing their trade here, and just putting some money back into the game, which is awesome. So yeah, it's exciting, it's awesome for SA Rugby, and I think it's going to grow the entire brand of rugby in South Africa massively.
Indeed, and also help us bring up the next generation of the Bomb Squad. I'm sorry, I just love saying that to you, Stephen, and thank you so much for being such a sport. For you, Vaina, let's talk about your message to young girls as well, because we speak about how this is going to help close the visibility gap between men and women's rugby. What is your message for young girls that are sitting at home watching you right now and they're saying, oh, I see Vaina Obisi, I see her making moves, I one day want to be like her?
I'll actually tell them to believe in themselves and never give up on their dreams, because rugby is about passion, dedication and resilience. If they work hard, stay focused and surround themselves with supportive people, yes, I think they'll be good. If I can do it, they actually can do it as well. And I would tell them that they must keep pushing, and they should remember that every step forward is a step towards their dreams.
I like that. Every step forward is a step towards their dreams. We watch the Springboks from television and we just see that culture and that unity that the team has. Speak to us about how that works from your point of view when you're from the inside.
Yeah, I think the guys really that get pulled up, and I think Rassi, a lot of credit to Rassi and the management side, like guys that's been selected are warriors. They have that instinct, that killer instinct inside them. So I think the team of 33 players that get selected for every squad, like we give everything for the green and gold jersey, and that's where I think that drive and that energy comes from. So it's like, even if we have a bad game, it doesn't matter. It's like as long as we get that result, win the game, we can always go back on Monday and start over. So I think that drive that's like drilled into the guys comes through very nicely every week, and that's what I think the people from South Africa love to watch on the TV. Like they just see a Springbok team that doesn't give up.
And the pressure on you guys as the Bomb Squad. I mean, I think every time when there's a rugby game and things are not going according to plan, we just sit on socials and say, bring on the Bomb Squad, they're going to make all the difference. How do you guys handle that pressure? Because I know we laugh about it now, but it's a lot of pressure that you guys deal with.
Yeah, I think in preparation of, like, during the week, there's a lot of talk about like our bench versus their bench, or how important the last 20 minutes of the game is going to be. So I think we go in with the preconceived idea of how tough it's going to be, and we just prep volgens uit. So yeah, I think the team, especially the guys on the bench, know they've got a crucial role to play every week, and not even prepping the starting 15, but to actually finish our games, win games, or close games out if needs be.
And Vina, let's talk about also how important club rugby then also becomes, because we've seen the work that you've done out at the Bulls Daisies and how that has shaped you into the player you're becoming now. I mean, you're still very young, so there's still a lot more to look forward to from you. But just being in that setup where it's so professional with the Bulls Daisies, and you get to have some of those advantages that some would say other teams don't get. How much has that played in the player that you are now and the player that you still want to become?
To be honest, the professionalism that we get at the Bulls has helped me very so much, and not only me, I think as well as the ladies that I play with, because we have so much support around us with the medical team and the accommodations and everything else. So, and now since we get paid at the club level, getting paid for what I love, actually, you know, well, I know it's not gonna be always exciting to wake up in the morning, go into the field, but then you see like, let me just go, man. You see, like now, tomorrow we're getting paid. So yeah. So yeah.
Wait,
so
tomorrow the 24th.
Yes,
it's a Friday.
But apart from that, it's just so exciting, man, and we actually very grateful for the support that we get from the Bulls. Yeah, and I hope that it can be like that with other clubs as well, so that we can grow the women in sport rugby. Yeah, so yeah.
And we love to see it because it translates into what we then get later on in our national team. Something I want to speak to you about as well. You spoke about Craven Week and how Coca-Cola was part of that and sponsoring that. And a big part of sports in South Africa, we generally speak about grassroots. We speak about development being the issue in some sporting codes. How important is it then also when you look at this partnership with Coca-Cola, the fact that part of the partnership also focuses on the South African youth teams that we've seen to do extremely well on the international stage?
No, 100%. I think we've had some of the best young kids come through straight into professional rugby and actually thriving on that level as well. So I think just developing the youth and carrying on developing the youth creates long success for SA Rugby as a general. And if it's men's 15, sevens, women's rugby, I mean, trying to get players to carry on playing, give them everything, prep well at school, it's just better for the entire brand of rugby in South Africa. So, no, I think the partnership and thinking about youth and giving back to youth is what's going to create longevity in the game of rugby that we all love so much and are passionate about.
And I like that you mentioned that we love the game of rugby so much and we're so passionate about it, because not only do we love to watch it, but we love to play it. Me personally can't play it to save my life. But a word of advice to all the youngsters that are watching now, whether they are young boys or young girls, just in terms of the power of perseverance and pushing through, because it's such a competitive space to be in. I mean, Craven Week, very competitive. Springboks, extremely competitive. What is your message for the youngsters?
Yeah, probably just my personal experience is just to enjoy it. Like it's, yes, there's big pressure and there's big moments and you want to get into that Cravenbeck side or that SA school side. But if you forget to enjoy it, you're not going to give your all on the weekend. So it's not going to be that nice for you to play. So it's just enjoying it, seizing the opportunities when you get them. And yeah, don't slack when it comes to training or listening to your coaches. I think those guys are the skilled ones. They've got the experience and they can teach you a lot, like in your development stages up into professional rugby.
And you never know who's watching.
You never know who's watching.
And for you, Vina, your parting shots, your words of encouragement to the youngsters watching?
I like to say to them, well, I already did, but they should never give up on their dreams. I was also where they are now, and to be honest, being a professional rugby player was not part of my plans, but going forward, I fell in love with it, and now it's a job, and I think if they could focus and be dedicated to their dreams, they can also do it as well.
All right, that is Vaina Ubisi. She plays, of course, for the Bulls Daisies as well as South Africa's Springbok women's team. And Stephen Kitsov. Should I say it one more time?
Yeah.
No, you say it. Say it to the mic.
Bomb squad.
I love it. Talking all things rugby, of course, a big day today for South African Rugby Union as well as Coca-Cola. They've got a 4-year partnership that will be starting today. Coca-Cola South Africa comes back to rugby in South Africa and says we want to invest in the development and the continuation of the success of rugby. We're going to do it with the Springboks. We're going to do it with the women's team. We're going to do it with the youth team. And it really is such an important and a big step. And of course, you heard it and saw it first right here on Morning Live.